The road to me was a cross-country search to find South Africa's hottest talent to play on the main stage at the Virgin Festival 2009. Now, hundreds of bands entered, you voted for your top 12, and we took them on the road to see who the crowd was feeling.
V-Fest would be cool to play because
it's a great opportunity to play alongside international acts.
It's a humongous opportunity to capture a new audience.
Captain Sin!
It's a big thing.
Time check. Up and out of best jocks, comb locks down, shoot that fist like a knife.
Guns are Republic rock!
If we make it through, do we play before Maroon 5 or after Maroon 5?
We're just stoked that we made it this far already.
It's a massive opportunity for us as a band.
This is the biggest act in the world.
I think the Plastics were the best band ever!
Let's punch a hole in this Saturday night.
So from those 12, we worked it down to 5 that came up to Johannesburg and battled it out last year November. Now, hands down, everyone gave a killer performance, but of course, only 3 could survive the night. Guns of Republic! Captain Stu! And third world spectator. These lucky bands got to spend 2 days in Cape Town getting a crash course all about the music biz.
We arrived in Cape Town on the 8th of December 2008. We arrived at the Red Bull Studios and we did a couple of workshops, one with an entertainment lawyer, and his name was Mark Rosen.
Hi, I'm Mark Rosen. I'm a media and entertainment lawyer. Over the years, I've looked after lots of South Africa's top musicians, people like Brenda Fassie and Chico and Lucky Dube.
When I got the email about the thing, I looked, I thought it said Mark Ronson. I was like, oh, that's so cool. But Mark Rosen was cool as well. I was just like, what?
I think the downfall of 90% of bands in South Africa is the fact that they just don't take care of business properly.
All the bands picked up kind of like how assertive you have to be as an up-and-coming band, not like staying true to yourself as an artist, but also juxtaposing being a musician and being business-minded.
He just gave us some cool advice on how to like stand up for ourselves and and work as a band. You know, like,
you just have to know your shit. You know, you gotta know what's going down. Otherwise, the world's gonna get pulled over your eyes.
We've had some radio play, and we haven't registered it. We haven't really done any of that sort of paperwork. So it was interesting to find out how we go about backdating those sorts of royalties and whether it's possible to do that. And we found out it was, and we're going to go and check it out. So
I just wish I knew what I heard today quite a long time ago. I was in a band in the 90s that did pretty well. And well, I played the drums and did vocals on one song that did pretty well. It was like on the radio quite a lot. And I got the lead squad for.
In the 90s?
Yeah.
You're probably going to have to live with a memory.
After that, we had a session with Chris Viljoen, who spoke to us about band image, you know, and how we should represent ourselves on stage.
It was pretty rad.
My name is Chris Viljoen, and I'm the fashion director at Elle South Africa. I've been around and I know all the tricks of the trade.
you don't want to be dressed in a certain way if you don't feel comfortable in it, because I think all of us are reasonably particular about how we want to look and how we want to, you know, and that's important. I think it comes across in everything we do anyway.
So do you think that you look the way you sound?
Yeah,
sure.
I look the way I play guitar, that's for sure.
And now
some funk, a little bit of rock and roll in there, but mostly a little bit of smoothness in there, you know, some smooth rock and roll.
You know, the most amazing thing about rebels and people that have sort of been on the edge at specific times, especially in music, is the fact that they've all worn suits.
Yeah, I'm not really keen on the whole dress up in suits thing. I just shut up throwing ideas out in it, but I think just the whole idea of suits and what else go the other way and all dress completely different, look like village people. I'm not too keen on either.
I think most, like the everyday person, look at this dude, he's wearing the same as pretty much what I'm wearing.
But you know what, even though he's wearing almost exactly what you're wearing, I experience what he's wearing as far more smoother and put together than what you look like.
What does that mean?
So look at him. He looks a little bit coordinated. Everything is nice and clean.
What are you trying to say?
Make your own conclusion.
So are you complimenting me or cheating me? I don't know.
No, I'm actually complimenting you.
Yes.
I'm Daryl Tor. I'm a record producer as well as playing in a band. I play for a band called Dear Reader, formerly known as Harris Tweed.
Daryl said we should be more experimental in our sound.
Yeah, it's quite weird from a producer because he said that he doesn't think it's important that we get on radio and that we shouldn't actually produce that much.
That's my only thing, is like I would go in there and like really just go be more adventurous.
I had the bottom of the range electronic kit in there, which wasn't that cool.
Yeah, that drum was crap. If I didn't know the difference between you guys and Rudimentals, I really wouldn't know that. Like if I had to hear each band, I wouldn't be able to say who's who.
Well, I don't think he knows either of our music well enough to like. I guess from the first listening session.
Dude,
especially
if you hear T-Bars, automatically you look at me and go, oh, maybe that's him. I don't think.
Day two. It's Ryan's birthday today. It's my birthday today.
Oh, Jeremy from the Dirty Skirts came in.
Jeremy from the Dirty Skirts.
Hi, I'm Jeremy from the Dirty Skirts. I came through to chat to the guys about our experiences in the music industry. We found ourselves actually like we were failing at retail. That was actually, by the end of that album, we were like, okay, we're officially failing at retail. We don't know how this works. We don't know how to sell CDs.
Which album is the second?
This is On a Stella Bender, our second one, the first full-length album.
Yeah, it was cool to hear somebody who's in the game and just to know. And you know what's really really sobering about his talk is that he was quite open about the fact that they've made mistakes. And it's quite nice for us because you know sometimes you feel like you're hitting your head against brick walls, and it's nice to know that they've made mistakes, and in my mind they've had a really good public image, you know.
I basically just realized that we need to work a lot harder.
Our single biggest ethos is pitching up and keeping on pitching up and pitching up and pitching up again. I think the only way you ever make anything happen is by pitching up and making a vast number of mistakes, because that's what we've done, and just occasionally it works out quite well.
A record label doesn't want to sign a band that sounds exactly the same as the band they signed last month. You know? It will make no sense for them to do that.
We had a session this morning with Daryl Tor in studio, and it was mind-blowingly. Like it changed my whole perception of like the approach to recording and production in studio.
Try play less.
Yeah.
Rather wait for the chorus to start playing.
Sorry, can we do that again? It's also
Hey, he recorded a part of our song and then he kind of just deleted my guitar track and said, do something completely different. Like, get out that box, you know, walk over there and climb in a different one.
So try and stay away from chords. Yeah, I'm trying to just get my head around what the chord progression is.
One, two, three, four, five.
Clay, you're such an ostrich, bro.
Huh?
You're such an ostrich.
Yeah. Golf.
Clay, stick your neck up, dude. I can't see. Daryl basically gave us like probably about 100,000 rands worth of wisdom. Stuff that he's paid air tickets to go there and see and look at. A band from South Africa who had done basically what we are trying to do now, and he's giving us and saying, you